Brilliance Audio presents Gambit by Karna Bodman, performed by Julie Mckay. Prologue. Clear blue skies, clear blue water, not a harbinger of things to come. Captain Doug Purcell strolled on board Enterprise Air Flight 155 and glanced over at the 3 flight attendants preparing the cabin. "Hey, Sandy. Glad to see you on board. Feeling okay about this?" The young woman looked up, forcing an unsteady smile. "After those 2 crashes, I can't say I'm excited about any of this, but..." She raised her outstretched hands and shrugged. "Guess we have to keep up a good front. I'll tell you one thing, though. We don't have any children on board this flight." "Doesn't surprise me. I wouldn't let my kids fly these days. Hell, I wouldn't let my wife or anybody else in my family fly, but we're not supposed to say that publicly, of course." Doug moved into the cockpit, hung up his jacket, stowed his kit bag to the left of his seat, checked his headset and the flashlight, emergency manuals and en route charts, and began a run-through of a few of his own checklists on the side. He checked his oxygen mask and smoke goggle, and turned the nav receiver to the appropriate frequency for the departure procedure from the airport. "Finished the walk-around. Flight plans are fully loaded, and the ATIS says the weather and the NOTAMs are good to go," the first officer said as he slid into the right-hand seat. "We've got good winds. Guess that's better than an ill wind," he muttered. "I just have to figure the odds," Doug said. "The odds?" "Well, yeah. Thousands of flights, 2 explosions, or whatever the hell happened. Sounds like Flight 800 all over again. I never really believed the explanation on that one, did you?" "Not sure. But that was a long time ago. They've fixed the fuel tanks, so these latest crashes don't make a lot of sense. Nothing showed up on any radar. Anywhere. I know. That's what makes it so weird. Anyway, guess we'd better get hustling here. I can't wait to get to Chicago. My wife's planning some sort of birthday bash for the twins this weekend." "Sounds good. I need to get home, too. I promised Lori I'd get to our daughter's final soccer match. Her team's in first place." He looked over his shoulder and saw the last of their 62 passengers stowing their luggage and settling down. "Don't have a full flight this time, but I can't say that I blame them. Look, everybody's up in arms about those 2 crashes. NTSB doesn't have a clue, and we're getting cancellations right and left. This run from Logan to O'Hare used to be packed." "I know. At least we've got a few risk-takers. And speaking of our passengers..." He closed the door, turned on the seatbelt sign, and cued Sandy to make her announcement. The first officer then read off the checklist, and Doug began the routine. Hydraulic pumps, high. Pressurization, set. Fuel pumps, on. They quickly went through the 24 items, got on the intercom to the ground crew, and heard, "Captain, we're all cleared. We've pulled the chocks, all doors are closed, we're ready for pushback." Doug contacted ground control and was issued his taxi instructions. "Enterprise 155, taxi to runway 4 right via Alpha to Bravo. Wind is 05 at 12. He then switched to tower frequency and said, "Enterprise 155, ready for takeoff." "Roger, Enterprise 155, cleared to take off runway 4. "Enterprise 155, cleared to go," Doug responded as he taxied to the runway. Once in position, he turned the transponder and exterior lights on, put his hand on the throttles, and advanced the power toward the takeoff setting. As he accelerated down the runway, the co-captain called out, 80 knots, then, V1, rotate. Positive rate, gear up." He heard the radio call from the tower. "Enterprise 155, contact departure control on the 119.45. "Roger, switching to departure. Good day." Doug turned to his co-captain. "Flaps up." The co-pilot took the flap handle.
"Sample complete. Ready to continue?"